What happens when the most carefully guarded secrets of a luxury hotel suddenly slip into the public eye? Tonight we are diving deep into a story that has sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. Behind the elegant marble lobbies and private penthouse floors of one of the city's most exclusive hotels lies a trail of bookings that has now become the center of a growing mystery involving Bai Lu and Dylan Wang. What was meant to remain hidden behind sealed guest lists and discreet service entrances has now surfaced in the most unexpected way. Reservation records, timestamps, and late-night movements have begun to tell a story that fans and insiders are struggling to ignore. This is not just another rumor floating across the internet. This is a narrative built on a pattern of midnight arrivals, private elevator access, and a sequence of bookings that insiders claim were never meant to be discovered. Stay with us as we walk through every detail of the timeline that is now raising questions across the entire entertainment industry. The story begins at a towering five-star hotel known for its extreme privacy. Celebrities, diplomats, and business magnates often choose this location precisely because it promises silence and discretion. Guests enter through a quiet underground drive where cameras rarely linger and staff are trained to treat every visitor as if they were invisible. For years, this place has been a sanctuary for the world's most recognizable figures. But even the most secure places sometimes leave behind traces. According to insiders who claim knowledge of the situation, a series of unusual booking patterns began appearing several weeks ago. At first, the details looked completely ordinary. A room reservation under a professional alias. A check-in time late in the evening. A request for private elevator access. But when staff quietly compared the reservation records, something surprising appeared. The same nights that Bai Lu was reportedly staying in the building were the same nights that Dylan Wang's name appeared in a separate booking record. 2 different rooms. 2 different reservation names. But the same exact time windows. The first booking reportedly took place on a quiet weekday evening. The hotel lobby was calm with only a handful of guests walking through the marble hallways. Shortly after midnight, a black car entered the underground driveway. The driver stepped out first, scanning the entrance, while a hotel staff member opened the rear door. Bai Lu stepped out wearing a simple coat and sunglasses despite the late hour. Within seconds, she was guided through a private corridor normally used for VIP guests. No waiting in line. No public check-in desk. Just a quick confirmation and access to the private elevator. Moments later, the elevator doors closed quietly. What happened next is the part that has now sparked intense curiosity. Roughly 30 minutes after Bai Lu's arrival, another vehicle entered the underground entrance. This time it was a different car, but the same pattern followed. The driver parked near the service entrance, and the passengers stepped out quickly. According to hotel staff, who reportedly witnessed the moment, the second arrival was Dylan Wang. He too avoided the main lobby. He too entered through the private corridor. He too used the VIP elevator. From the outside, everything looked perfectly normal. After all, celebrities often stay in the same hotel during filming schedules or promotional tours. But what raised eyebrows among a few observant staff members was the frequency. This pattern did not happen just once. It appeared again and again. Each time the details followed a similar rhythm. A late-night arrival. Separate bookings. Private elevator access. And departures early in the morning before the main lobby became busy. One particular night reportedly stood out the most. According to leaked booking logs, both reservations were made within minutes of each other online. The rooms assigned were on the same floor, though not directly beside one another. Shortly after midnight, Bai Lu arrived first as usual. About 20 minutes later, Dylan Wang entered the building. Security cameras reportedly captured both of them using the same elevator corridor, though at slightly different times. From the perspective of the hotel staff, the situation remained strictly confidential. After all, maintaining guest privacy is one of the most sacred rules in luxury hospitality. But when fragments of the booking schedule quietly surfaced online, the story exploded. Fans across social media began examining the timeline in detail. Screenshots of reservation logs circulated rapidly. Online forums debated every minute of the arrival sequences. Were these simply coincidences? Or was there a hidden connection between the two stars that had never been publicly acknowledged? Neither Dylan Wang nor Bai Lu have publicly addressed the hotel reports. Their schedules remain packed with filming projects, interviews, and promotional appearances. Yet the mystery continues to grow. Industry insiders say the hotel management is now investigating how such sensitive booking details could have been leaked in the first place. Luxury hotels rely on strict confidentiality agreements with staff, and any breach of guest privacy can have serious consequences. Still, the story refuses to fade. Fans continue discussing the timeline. Observers continue analyzing the reservation patterns. And every new detail adds another layer to a narrative that began with nothing more than a quiet hotel booking. In the world of celebrity culture, the smallest details can sometimes become the biggest mysteries. A single reservation, a late-night arrival, a shared location that was never meant to be connected. For now, the full truth behind those luxury hotel bookings remains known only to the people who were actually there. But one thing is certain. What was supposed to stay hidden behind the doors of a five-star hotel has now become one of the most talked-about stories circulating through the entertainment world. And the question everyone is asking remains the same. Were these midnight bookings simply a coincidence of busy celebrity schedules? Or do they reveal a deeper story that the public has yet to fully understand? The mystery continues. As the leaked booking details continued circulating across online forums and fan communities, investigators of the story began to notice something even more intriguing than the late-night arrivals. The pattern inside the hotel itself seemed far more coordinated than anyone initially realized. Luxury hotels operate like quiet machines. Every movement is recorded. Every elevator ride leaves a digital trace. Every room service order is logged. Normally, these records remain locked away behind strict confidentiality policies. But fragments of this internal timeline reportedly surfaced, and they painted a far more complex picture. According to sources familiar with the hotel operations, the floor where both Dylan Wang and Bai Lu rooms were located was one of the most private sections of the building. Access to this level required a special elevator key card that only VIP guests and select staff could activate. This detail alone caught the attention of those examining the leaked information, because the elevator logs suggested something unusual. On several of the nights when both reservations appeared in the system, the private elevator made multiple stops on that same floor within short time intervals. At first glance, this might not seem suspicious. VIP guests often move between suites for meetings or gatherings. But what made observers curious was the timing. The elevator movements reportedly happened well after midnight when most hotel guests were asleep and the hallways were nearly silent. One particular evening stood out more than the others. Just after 1:30 in the morning, the elevator stopped on the VIP floor. Minutes later, it returned to the lobby level before rising again to the same floor less than 10 minutes afterward. For hotel staff who later reviewed the logs, this pattern seemed strangely precise. Some insiders speculated that someone had moved between rooms. Others suggested it could simply have been a late-night delivery or service request. But the speculation only grew when another piece of information appeared. Room service orders. Luxury hotels are known for accommodating guests at any hour, and the kitchen remains open through the night. However, the order logs reportedly revealed a curious coincidence. On two of the nights when Dylan Wang and Bai Lu bookings overlapped, separate room service requests were placed within minutes of each other. Both orders were simple late-night meals. Both were delivered to rooms on the same floor. And both deliveries happened shortly after the private elevator movements. Individually, these details might have meant nothing. But when placed together, they formed a timeline that fans and entertainment observers could not stop analyzing. The questions quickly spread across social media platforms. Were the two stars simply staying in the same hotel during busy schedules? Or had they been quietly meeting away from the public eye? Inside the hotel, the situation reportedly caused a wave of tension among management. Luxury establishments depend heavily on their reputation for discretion. The idea that internal reservation details had leaked was alarming enough. But the global attention surrounding the story made the situation even more delicate. According to staff members familiar with the environment, management immediately began reviewing security procedures. Access to digital booking systems was restricted. Internal communications were closely monitored, because in the world of luxury hospitality, protecting guest privacy is everything. Meanwhile, the public discussion grew louder. Fans of both actors debated endlessly online. Some insisted the story was nothing more than coincidence amplified by curiosity. After all, celebrities often traveled through the same cities for film shoots and promotional events. Others believed the repeated patterns suggested something more deliberate. Then another detail surfaced that deepened the mystery even further. Departure times. The booking logs reportedly showed that both Dylan Wang and Bai Lu checked out of the hotel on one particular morning within minutes of each other. Their vehicles left through the underground driveway one after the other just before sunrise. The timing sparked another wave of speculation. Had they coordinated their departures? Or was it simply a scheduling coincidence? For the hotel staff who witnessed that morning, the scene apparently appeared calm and ordinary. Guests leaving early was not unusual. But once the leaked information reached the internet, every small moment suddenly became part of a larger narrative. Days passed, and neither Dylan Wang nor Bai Lu addressed the reports publicly. Their schedules continued as usual. Filming sets remained busy. Public appearances continued. Interviews focused on upcoming projects rather than rumors. Yet the story refused to disappear. Because in the entertainment world, mystery has a way of capturing attention more strongly than confirmation ever could. And this particular mystery had all the ingredients that keep audiences fascinated. A luxury hotel known for secrecy. Two of the industry's most recognizable stars. Late-night arrivals and private elevator rides. And a timeline that seemed just mysterious enough to keep people guessing. Eventually, industry analysts began offering a different perspective. Some pointed out that celebrities often choose the same luxury hotels when filming in a particular city simply because these locations offer the highest level of privacy and security. Others reminded fans that reservation records do not reveal the full story behind what actually happens inside a hotel. Still, the curiosity remained. Because when fragments of information appear without explanation, they invite imagination to fill the gaps. And that is exactly what happened here. As weeks passed, the initial excitement began to settle into a quieter conversation across fan communities. The leaked booking records became another intriguing chapter in the endless narrative surrounding celebrity lives. But the final truth behind those midnight bookings remains known only to the individuals who walked those quiet hotel corridors. Perhaps the overlapping reservations were nothing more than coincidence. Perhaps they represented professional meetings kept private from the public eye. Or perhaps the real story is something far simpler than the internet imagined. In the end, one thing is certain. Behind the elegant doors of the luxury hotel where this story began, the marble floors remain polished, the elevators still glide silently between floors, and the staff continue guarding the privacy of every guest who walks through those doors. But somewhere within those quiet hallways lies a moment in time that sparked a mystery the world could not stop talking about. And sometimes the most fascinating stories are the ones where the truth stays hidden just beyond the reach of the spotlight.